right, guys, in this video, I'm going to be going over an experiment that we had with one of our clients. So they were in a relatively competitive area. They were bidding in the city, and they offer very high ticket services such as window replacements, siding replacements, and roofing replacements. And as you know, regardless if you're in the city or not, your CPC and competition is going to be very high in comparison to other services and other products. So we had to find a way to combat these expensive cost per clicks in order to have our cost per appointments within our desired metrics. And I'm just going to show you today the exact steps that we did to cut the cost per lead almost in half. I'm going to show you exactly how we're also able to cut down the cost per appointment in half by using data-focused metrics. So we're going to start off by looking at the cost per conversions on the first two campaigns. We made a bunch of campaigns. I toggled the settings to only have enabled campaigns, but we have siding phrase and windows phrase. And as you can see, our cost per conversion in the last 30 days was 406 for siding and 501 for windows. It's relatively high considering their set appointment rate is 50%, meaning for every appointment they get, we were paying right about $1,100. Okay. Very, very, very expensive. So what we did in the last 30 days is we set up a campaign with a trial or an experiment for broad match keywords. And the reason why I love this is you naturally pay less to bid on these keywords. But if you're smart with it and you allow your account to optimize over time and you really use negative keywords to your benefit, you could pay 50% less for clicks from the exact same users. All right. So I'm going to show you exactly how we were able to cut it more than half. So we'll come into experiments. As you can see, we set up a few experiments, but the one in progress right now will be the one I'll be showing you. And as you can see here, cost per conversion on our trial campaign is $198, guys. And remember, these leads that come in are selling, they're selling them for 40, 50, 60, sometimes 70, $80,000 full home window replacements, full home siding replacements. So each lead is extremely high valued. So if you come in here and you come in a window replacement, you could see 90% of our keywords are broad match. Okay. The trick is to simply use responsive ad types and to utilize negative keywords to your full advantage. All right. So what you got to do on a daily basis especially for accounts that are spending more than 5,000-10,000 a month is you need to come in your search terms daily and see all the irrelevant search terms that you're getting and put them into your negative keyword list. As you refine it over time, you'll really dial into your exact customer avatar and your exact customer inquiries. So first thing that you want to do is make sure that your negative keywords is updated every day. And you should do this for the first month to 2 months until you could reap benefit. Number two is you want to introduce broad match typically after 1 to 2 months of running advertisements. So we never really launch ads with broad match. We always want to start off with phrase so we can be really direct with our account, with the algorithm. And you really want to dial in with the algorithm by starting with phrase match and then resulting into broad match, right? This is just something that's worked very well for us. And as you can see, our cost per clicks are $12 in comparison to, $19, $23, $27. This one's a little bit high at $19. Window replacement services are almost, impossible to pay premium on it. But as you can see, our average CPC across the campaign is $11. $11 for your clicks. Now, if you come to negative keywords, you could see we have lists, we have new terms that come in. And just a tip for you guys is to add your competitors into your negative keywords unless the campaign is specifically made for competitor bidding. So we use a software called What Converts to actually track our phone calls. And we noticed a lot of people were asking for a specific person from another company. We negative out all the competitors in the local areas. And for this client in particular, we don't have a campaign for targeting competitors, but for other clients with higher budgets, we do, and they work well. but you don't want to do both of them at the same time, right? So before you start your campaigns, take your top 5 to 10 competitors and negative them out in your campaigns. Again, unless you have a campaign specifically targeting your competitors, there should be a decent amount of inquiries for that competitor. So ideally that competitor should be, one of the bigger service providers, or they're spending a lot of money and you want to take some of their traffic. Now, if we come into here, we could see on the phone call tab that we've set 82 appointments just in the last 66, 70, 75 days. So we're setting about an appointment a day on average. And, these sheets are not updated as they should be. There's probably a 20% offset of appointments. So we're looking anywhere around 100 to 125 appointments that are actually set. And then there's a bunch of leads that we get from Google. You can see all of them here from Google that we're getting through lead form submission. So Google is, something that you need patience with. You want to make sure, you have your initial stages set up right, which is your tracking. You want to make sure your tracking is set up and triggering in the right way. You want to make sure you're aligned. If you're an agency, you want to make sure you're aligned with your client and making sure that you guys are targeting the right services. All right. Go over the keywords with your client. It's really important. Sometimes our clients don't care. Typically, we enforce it to make sure we're aligned. And then you should have some negative keywords from, previous clients of previous accounts that you're using. And you want to make sure that you're starting your campaigns with negative keywords already. You don't want to go in aimlessly because you're going to end up spending a lot of money. And so what we do is we actually have winner negative lists. So negative keywords that have been proven to be very, very low quality and irrelevant search terms. And we start them off strong. And this is why we're able to ramp up our clients at a quicker pace. All right. So these experiments, I really suggest you guys set them up. It's a good way to do like an A/B test on a single variable, and you could test, broad match versus phrase and, things of that nature to really see what works best. I mean, the goal for Google is to bring down that cost per lead, right? In terms of lead quality, this is why you have tracking sheets and CRMs, but our focus here is to bring the cheapest cost per leads as possible and making sure that the people that are getting closed from the campaigns are high value customers. So not like replacing 5 windows, but they're replacing the windows in their whole home. And the sales cycle for those particular customers are not 2 months, but they're 2-3 weeks, right? If you guys like videos like these where I just jump straight into the account and I show you behind the scenes of what it's really like to run ad accounts, spending anywhere from $10,000 a month to $170,000 a month, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And any questions, guys, leave it in the comments below. I always respond to comments. And if you have any video requests, do let me know as well. And we'll see you next time.